Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nathan Talk Sports NCAA Tournament Edition. And I'll fill out my bracket game by game. Starting at the top, Gonzaga over Georgia State. Gonzaga will beat Georgia State. There will be no Georgia State over, I believe, Baylor type upset. As I believe that was a 3-14, which is a lot easier than a 1-16, that's for sure. Yep, it was Baylor. All right. Boise State over Memphis. Boise State, Mountain West regular season and tournament champions versus Memphis, who has been red hot lately. I'm going to have to go with Memphis. UConn, New Mexico State. Well, this is the type of game that could be really close, but have to say New Mexico State's been close before. And got to go UConn, because New Mexico State's never finished it out. All right, Arkansas and Vermont. Vermont's a very tough team, could have easily been a 12, but Arkansas, after that 0-3 SEC start, has been one of the best teams in the country. I'm going Arkansas. Alabama, Rutgers, and Notre Dame. Notre Dame shouldn't. First four game between Rutgers and Notre Dame. Notre Dame should not be in this tournament. They've had 2 wins against the top 2 quadrants. How do they get in over A&M? I don't know. A&M had 3 wins over the top 2 quadrants in the SEC tournament. That's insane. It's probably the worst thing in the history of the tournament. And I'm not exaggerating. That's why Notre Dame will beat Rutgers. Remember, VCU shouldn't have gotten in 2011, but they reached the Final Four. I'll have them win, but now they'll face Alabama. This is a football matchup, and this will go just like the football matchup. Alabama, through. Alabama is just... They could be one of the best teams in the country on their day. And I think they'll have a good day. Texas Tech, Montana State. I'll go Texas Tech. They're going to shut down Montana State. All right, Michigan State, Davidson. Davidson made the Elite Eight as a 10 seed in 2008. Will they do it again? The only problem this time is they don't have Steph Curry, and they're running against March Tom Izzo. Michigan State through. Duke, Cal State, Fullerton. Duke is too much for them. It ain't baseball. Baylor, Norfolk State, the national champions versus Norfolk State. Upset Missouri 10 years ago as a 15 seed. Big 12 team again. Missouri was in the Big 12 at the time. Baylor is going to win them. No first game set for the champions. North Carolina, Marquette. Marquette struggled a bit down the stretch, but... Correction, Marquette struggled a bit down the stretch. North Carolina's really come on down the stretch. I'm going UNC. St. Mary's and Wyoming, Indiana. First 4, Wyoming, Indiana. This is going to be tough, but I'm going to go Indiana. All right, St. Mary's, Indiana. I think St. Mary's will win. They are a strong Cinderella pick. They've earned this 5 seed. UCLA, Akron. UCLA went first 4 to Final 4 last year. And they're a 4 seed this year. And they're going to go to the round of 32. Texas, Virginia Tech. Texas struggled a bit down the stretch, and Virginia Tech's red hot. They won that AC tournament to get in. And I think they're going to win their 5th straight. Moving on, Purdue, Yale. Yale could give them a game, but Purdue's too strong. Murray State, San Francisco. 2 of the best mid-ages in the country. This could be a very outstanding game. I've got to go with Murray State. They are 30-2 right now. Kentucky, St. Peter's, Toshiwa versus St. Peter's. Easy, Kentucky. Arizona and Wright State, Bryant. Wright State, Bryant, first 4. The nation's leading scorer is in this game. Not all that common that a leading scorer leads their team to the NCAA tournament. But I think they'll win it anyway. I think that Bryant will win it, as they have that leading scorer that I mentioned. 25 points a game. He's the only player to average 25. Brian is favored by 3.5. Sorry, I don't know his name. That's embarrassing. It is embarrassing that I don't know his name. I really should. Peter Kiss is the nation's leading scorer. How I didn't get that, I don't know. That's embarrassing. Sorry, Peter Kiss. But you're going to win your first game. Brian in Arizona. Brian could maybe, if Kiss goes off for about 50 points, pull this upset. He could do it, but no, I don't think so. Arizona through. Seton Hall, TCU. This could be a close game, but I am going with TCU. Houston, UAB. Houston is number 3 in the net. Although that really shows that they haven't really played anyone yet. Besides Memphis, and they lost 2 out of 3 of them. That win over Memphis on Sunday was their only really good win. UAB is a really strong 12 seed. I think UAB is going to pull the 5-12. Illinois, Chattanooga. Chattanooga could have been a 12, but Kofi Cockburn, Illinois, will go through. Colorado State, Michigan. Michigan's favored by 2.5. It's a little surprising considering how uneven Michigan State should be favored by 2.5 if they played Colorado State because it's Izzo in March. Michigan. They did go 3-2 with Juwan Howard suspended, but I think Colorado State's going to beat them. Tennessee, Longwood. I think Tennessee should win this. They could go on a really deep run. Ohio State, Loyola, Chicago, another upset pick that a lot of people have. Although I think E.J. Liddell will take Ohio State through. Villanova, Delaware. 2 universities pretty close to each other, but Nova through. Texas and Texas Southern. Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I think A&M will pull the upset for their fellow A&M who was snubbed. And they'll win it and get destroyed by Kansas. San Diego State and Creighton. It's another very good game. Creighton, after all the drama of last year with Greg McDermott, he managed to get his team to the dance. But I don't think he's going to win a game there. San Diego State through out of the strong Mountain West. They've been really strong this year. Got to the Mountain West final and barely lost that to Boise State. They'll get an NCAA tournament win. Iowa, Richmond. Richmond had an inspiring run through the A-10 tournament, but I don't think they're going to win like Virginia Tech because Iowa is really good. They can shoot the lights out of anyone. And they actually play good defense against Purdue. Providence, South Dakota State. This is upset special. South Dakota State is going to beat them. Providence is not one of the 16 best teams in the country. Even though they won the Big East, they have awful metrics. South Dakota State is the best shooting team in the country. They're going through. LSU, Iowa State. LSU fired Coach Will Wade for NCAA violations, and I think that's going to ruin the team. They've probably mentally checked out and just in shock. Iowa State going through. Underseeded as an 11. Probably should have been an 8-9 matchup. I would have dropped them LSU a couple seeds after Will Wade was fired. This could easily be an 8-9, and the 11 will go through. Wisconsin, Colgate. Wisconsin's not as good as the seed indicates, but I think they'll go through against Colgate anyways. USC, Miami. Be pretty tough. I think USC will go through. Auburn, Jacksonville State. I'm going Auburn. All right. Round of 32. Gonzaga and Memphis. This could be a better game than the spread will indicate. Gonzaga will probably be favored by 12 or so. But I think it could be closer, but Zags go through. UConn, Arkansas. This would be an outstanding game. Arkansas will just get it at the end. Alabama, Texas Tech. A lot of people have Texas Tech going deep in the tournament, but I have Alabama pulling an upset here. Michigan State, Duke. 2 March Madness legends. Izzo going for his 2nd title, but Coach K is going for his 6th, and Coach K moves on. I think Banchero and the rest of them have so much talent, I think they'll go through. Baylor, North Carolina. Baylor has so many injuries. Credit to Scott Drew for giving them a 1 seed, but UNC will pull it out. There's always a 1 seed, 1 or 2 that falls before the round of 16, or Sweet 16. St. Mary's, UCLA. This team will be wearing the home jerseys in their Sweet 16 game. First 4 to Final Four last year. 4 seed to Final Four is still on for UCLA. Virginia Tech, Purdue. I think the run will come to an end for VT. Purdue through. Battle of Kentucky. This could be a lot closer than people think, but Kentucky should go through. Arizona, TCU. I think Arizona has too much for Jamie Dixon's boys. UAB, Illinois. I think Kofi Cockburn will lead Illinois through. They'll get through the round of 32 this time. Because then again, they're not playing an in-state team. So maybe less bad blood and motivation. Colorado State, Tennessee. Tennessee is one of the best teams in the country. They should have been a 2 seed. Going through. Ohio State, Villanova. Well, this could be a really tough game with EJ Liddell versus Nova, but I think Nova will just have it. Just. All right, Kansas, San Diego State. Kansas had trouble with 8-9s around to 32 in the past. Ali Farokhanash, Northern Iowa, could tell you that. I don't think they will this time. They're going through. Iowa, South Dakota State. This should be an offensive shootout. If there's a game that both teams get to score 100, this is probably it. I think the last 100-point game in the NCAA tournament for both teams was, I believe it was that Elite Eight between Loyola Marymount after the death of Hank Gathers and UNLV. That's 32 years ago. This could happen again. They could, both these teams shoot the lights out and score. Yeah, I believe it was. I think pretty much all the big high-scoring games were Loyola Marymount. Yep, it was. But the highest scoring game was 149-115 Loyola Marymount over national champion Michigan of the previous season. But I think Iowa will go through. All right, Iowa State, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's overrated, as I've said, due to Ken Palm rankings. I think Iowa State will pull the upset. They'll be the double-digit seed that crashes the Sweet 16. USC Auburn, this will be very tough with Mobley leading USC, but I think Auburn will just have enough. Sweet 16. Gonzaga, Arkansas. This should be the first. This could be scary for Gonzaga, but I think they'll just pull it out. Duke, Alabama. Coach K needs this for 100 NCAA tournament wins, and he will get it. 100 wins for him. Fantastic. All right, UNC, UCLA. Battle of the Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods. I say Blue Blood. It's Blue Bloods, sorry. And I think UCLA will go through. 4 seed to Final Four is still on. Purdue, Kentucky. This team, the winner of this, could easily win the national title. Easily. I think Kentucky will just have it, and Matt Painter will have another year without a Final Four. Arizona, Illinois. This should be a good game, but I think Arizona has too much. Tennessee, Villanova. This could easily have been flipped with the 2-3. I think Tennessee should win a relatively close one. All right, Kansas and Iowa. I think Iowa will actually beat Kansas. I think they're going to have a really nice game, and Iowa will go through. Will this be a Cy-Hawk Trophy Elite Eight? No. I have Auburn winning it. All right, Elite Eight. Gonzaga, Duke. Duke beat Gonzaga by 3 last year. Not last year. Earlier this season in a neutral site. But this could happen again. But I don't think so. Gonzaga, Final Four. They're motivated. UCLA, Kentucky, 4 seed to Final Four. Could happen again. It won't, though. Toshibwe, huge game, through. Arizona, Tennessee, Elite Eight. Tennessee has never made a Final Four, and that will continue here. Arizona will win a close one. Iowa, Auburn. I think Iowa's actually better than Auburn, and they're red hot as well. Iowa through. Quite frequently, a 5 or lower makes the Final Four. Pretty much every year, at least one does, and Iowa will be it. Gonzaga, Kentucky. This is going to be stressful, but Kentucky through. Arizona, Iowa. I think Iowa's magical run will come to an end here. Arizona's got too much. Arizona. Arizona will likely be favored in this title game, but Sheba will need to have a huge game, and he will. This is a match 25 years ago, and I'm going to pick the opposite. 84-79 Kentucky. Thank you for watching.